right, so Gemini, welcome. I'm Kris, and we are doing monthly readings. So Gem, we're looking at what's going on for you here in Taurus season, all right? We're seeing what's going on for Gemini in this Taurus season. What is Gemini working through? What is happening? What treasures are Gemini taking with oneself when the month and the season is over? Are you teasing me, Gem? Gem, why are you like this? All over the place. Really? Really? Really, Gem? All right. All right. All right, Gem. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Whew. Gem. There is a parting ways of some sort. Okay, there is a parting ways of some sort. Okay, I got 4 animal cards jumping out, and the first one is the eagle, and the other 3 here is the whale, the gazelle, and the lizard. Okay, and off the bat here I'm already getting that there is a parting way of some sort. Okay, Gem, and we're gonna unpack it. All right. We have the eagle here for you, Gem, and you're hitting the nail on something. You're hitting the nail on something thoughts wise. Okay, you're hitting the nail on something. You're gaining extreme clarity about a situation. Okay, you're gaining clarity about a situation. It kind of seems like it's a situation, Gem. All right, and you're hitting the nail. You're hitting the nail. You're finding out something. You're finding out something. Okay, this can be about yourself, but it could also be a relationship. It can also be a relationship. Okay, we're gonna unpack it more, Gem. Okay, I just want to move on to these 3 cards here. It's pretty profound, Gem, because you're parting ways with something. You're parting ways with something, and it kind of feels like the right thing. It kind of feels like the right thing. I'm getting here that you're sinking deeper into yourself. You're sinking deeper into yourself and into life. Okay, so the thing that you're parting ways with is, well, first of all, it's the past. All right, but in this Taurus month here, Gem, it's not really the past yet, and at the same time it is. Okay, this is very cryptic. You're parting ways. This can be a person. This can be a person you're parting ways with, like a relationship. All right, like a relationship somehow. But what I'm getting on a more deeper sense here, Gem, is that the lizard is camouflage. Okay, oh my god. Okay, Gem, the lizard is camouflage. All right, the lizard is camouflage here, and it's the deepest, most ancient programming. Okay, when we're in danger, we camouflage, and this has been like a type of survival mechanism that you have been having, or it's a survival mechanism that this person you're dealing with is having. Okay, so what I mean by this, Gem, is that it's ultimately a side of yourself, but it can be manifested into another human being. Okay, so it's both simultaneously. Okay, in a non-duality type of way, it's a part of yourself. But in real life 3D, this can be another person. Okay, and I'm getting irritation now. I'm getting irritation. All right, and the sun is setting here. I know I don't. You could be very irritated with this person or this part of yourself, this camouflage part of yourself. It's very much in the past, and you're parting away from it because you're much deeper than this. Okay, you're much deeper than this, and it's not meant to be like. It's not meant to be like you're better or something. It's just you're deeper, and this is what you're finding out. Okay, you're finding out something logically. Okay, you're hitting the nail on something logically, like, yes, of course, yes, of course. um all right, and I'm actually getting now that, oh my god, Gem, I'm getting now that this is something about your intellectual capacity. Okay, there's something here about your mind, and your mind being, the eagle is I think it's the highest in the deck. Okay, it's like the king of swords. So not only are you understanding and acknowledging your own intellectual capacity, but you're also able to act on it. Okay, and what I want to say about that is that I don't think that you have that mental connection in this relationship. There's something that you have been attached to, where there, because these two are fire, right? There's something either sexual or some kind of hook. Okay, some kind of hook to this lizard, to this lizard person. Okay, or this lizard way of being that is not you, or it was you, but you're cutting the ties on it. Okay, look at the gazelle here. It's crying, and the sun is setting, and it's kind of devilish. Okay, and what I'm getting with that is that it has been like, okay, Gem, bear with me. Okay, I'm getting that there's been like some kind of hook, some kind of addiction, to this person or to this thing, this lizard thing, some kind of addiction, some kind of hook, and you've been going through this. For a longer period of time. Okay, you've been going through this for a longer period of time because you have reached some kind of conclusion, some kind of logical conclusion. Okay, it's like truth. You're hitting the nail. You're understanding the truth of a situation, your truth. You're understanding your truth of this situation, and it's making you swim. And I don't even want to say swim because it's almost effortlessly. You're effortlessly swimming or just floating away from these energies over here. Okay, you're floating away from it. All right, you're floating away from this lizard, and you're floating away from this hook and this kind of addiction that hasn't been suiting you. All right, and it could be like a person representing a side of you that's just not, it's not really who you are. This over here has been your survival coping mechanisms up until now. This has been your survival and your coping mechanisms until now. Again, it could be represented in a person. Okay, there's irritation here, and I feel like you are going to, like, I feel like you're going to, even though it's kind of bittersweet and there can be some hurt here because you're leaving something behind here, but it's so effortlessly. When you go with the flow here, it's so effortlessly. It's kind of like it takes so much energy for you to be in this or to be with this. It takes so much energy for you. If you're just relaxing in your flow, being who you are, you just effortlessly float away from this. Okay, so you're effortlessly going to float away from this. Gem, it's pretty significant. Let's get some tarot cards here to see. This is like, oh my god. Is this for real? Okay, we're just taking this one card, and we got this card for Taurus as well, the Empress. And this is Taurus month, right, which is ruled by the Empress. And so this is absolutely magnificent. And Gem, this is just confirming that whatever you're doing, this person you're floating away from, this way of being that you're floating away from, that really takes a lot of energy from you. It's not a leaning back, receiving energy to be with this. It takes a lot of effort, right? These are your old coping mechanisms, and they've been there for a reason. They've been there for a reason, and I feel like you get that. You know, there's some irritation, and the irritation is because you've been keep letting this in. That's the irritation. So irritation is your boundary. It's telling you where your boundaries are, okay? So the mild irritation here is actually because you don't want this. You don't want this, and you don't need this. Okay, so what you're gonna do here in the end of Taurus month, when you slowly float away from this energy and this person, is that you're coming into your true feminine nature. Okay, there's a birth here. There's a real birth here. Like, there's a rebirth here. The coping mechanisms you once needed, you don't need them anymore. Okay, the coping mechanisms that you once needed, you don't need them anymore. I'm getting like an energy that's very, it's sexual, but it's a little it's sexual in a very gazelle type of way. it's like very stressful. Actually, it's very stressful. Okay, and it has been working for you, but it's time to part ways with that, and you see it clearly. Okay, and I just want to confirm to you, Gem, that I think you've been thinking about if this is the right thing for a while. For a while you've been thinking, is this the right thing? But trust yourself, you know the truth, okay? And you're coming into the truth, and all you have to do is actually just slowly float away from this. You don't even have to use any effort, because this is life taking you to like, there's some depth here. There's some depth here that is incredible, and also a quietness. There's a quietness here that you're able to be in. Okay, there's a quietness here. It's kind of like you have been going through so much, like your psyche has been going through so much. You're so deep, you have such a deep understanding of things, and it just doesn't go with this. It just doesn't go with this. But you've thought that it went with that, right? Or you've been like hooked and addicted to this type of sexual energy, I almost want to say, okay? But you don't need that, and you're floating away from that. And that's why when we're ending Taurus month here, you're actually coming out on top. And I'm drawn to this beautiful, I don't know if that's a phoenix or it's a parrot, okay? It's just, I can't even, it's just really a rebirth of who you are and your feminine energies, okay? A leaning back where things are not going to be like stressful like this anymore. That's the best way I can explain this energy, like stressful. Okay, it's not going to be like that anymore. You're coming into like a whole new rebirth of yourself and your life, where things are much more quiet and much more deeper and much more you, Gem. Right? So this is the right thing. This is you taking care of yourself in the best way possible. This is you taking care of yourself, and you're getting gifts from this. You're getting gifts from this. Okay, this is a promise of gifts. Venus grants gifts in the real world, and I'm actually getting that. Just on a last note here, the gift that you're getting here is actually in the treasure that you're finding. It has a lot to do with your mental space. I think it's going to be cleaned up very good, because it has given you a split energy, not knowing if you needed to entertain this. It is split your energy, okay, Gem? So it's giving you a gift of some clarity and some mental calmness, actually, when we go into Gemini season, which is absolutely amazing, because that is your season, Gem, okay? And I'm going to read for you again when we come to Gemini season to see what's going on for you there. And until then, I will see you on the flippity flip. Bye, Gem.